All right, guys, welcome back to this is a long overdue update, but training's been going really well. So everything that I've set out to do in the gym, I've been doing. So I've been checking everything off that list. It's just that a few things have happened outside of the gym that are outside of my usual routine. So it's gonna be kind of a jumbled mess here, but you guys will get to see some clips of what's been going on outside of the gym, which hey, kind of spices up this journal because hey, you can only see so many squats and deadlifts before it kind of just gets overly repetitive. So my friend Ben Escrow came across the country to visit us, and we did the usual things, work out, eat, and while he was here, I wanted to show him just a few of our prized possessions here in California. And we biked the Golden Gate Bridge. It was a really foggy day, and as you can see, it looked like we were inside a snow globe. But we had a good time, and it was really sad to see Ben leave. And right after, I think the day after he left, I had to leave California. I was headed back east for the Yorton Cup, and the Yorton Cup is basically the show of all shows when it comes to natural bodybuilding. The athletes that just show up at this thing, just mind blowing. We had 4 athletes, and that's why I was headed that way so that I can support our athletes. But then also, there's bodybuilding is one of those small sports where everyone knows everyone, and it's just really good to see old friends that you don't get to see too frequently, sometimes just once a year. So I hung out with my friends Ron and Dave. Dave is the man behind the legs here. He was competing, and obviously he was in the appropriate shape to get on stage. So it was good to see those guys and hang out with them for a couple of days. Ron, for those of you who don't know, Ron tore his bicep earlier this year, and it's been really, really inspiring to see him come back from that. And he said he was going to be on stage next year, and things are looking really good. For a minute there, I'll admit that I was a bit worried, but it's good to see him. If anything, he's ahead of schedule, and I think potentially he can get on stage a bit earlier than 2015 if he like. I think at this rate, but yeah, it's good to see Ron. Good to hang out with Ron in his man cave. So that right there is one of my goals in life. Before we knew it though, we had to head out and start trekking towards the Yorton Cup, and Ron was on the poster this year, so that was really cool. And they was in the hotel room playing with this really large vein in his arm. But that's the kind of stuff you see at the Yorton Cup and at shows of this caliber. And it's kind of a shame that all this stuff kind of goes unnoticed. So I really hope that as the sport grows in the coming years that we have the means to do a better job in getting all this stuff out there and really showcase these athletes and their efforts. But yeah, definitely after a show like this, you can't help but come back home feeling a little discouraged, but for sure inspired. And in my case, I know it really hits home that hey, crap, dude, you have 8 weeks before you have to start dieting, and then we're gonna throw you to the lions basically. So definitely is gonna do me some good. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's back to training, back home for the foreseeable future, and just excited to put the final touches on my physique over these next few weeks. And of course, look forward to competing. But I think the harshest judge of my work is myself. So I really hope that it lives up to my standards for myself, and we'll see about that. We'll see about that right around by this time next year. We should know. So I really look forward to sharing that with you guys and having you guys tag along as I get myself ready for next year. But this is kind of sort of what I look like now. I don't plan to get any softer than this. This is about where we start our diet from, and hopefully, like I said, it all turns out well. And look forward to having you guys join me on this journey.